video showing clips from the talking about. So just to let you guys know, and let's start. So overall, the movie was pretty good. That is actually one of my favorite Transformers movies. Probably one of the best ones. A lot of people might disagree, but I mean, I like it. I genuinely like it. I don't know why all these people are so mad about it. Not all Transformers series and stuff have to be exactly really quick. What some people say about the movie is kind of true. Though, like incomplete, like battles and like action scenes, like probably like this battle in the background that I'm gonna put is the most it's like the longest battle scene in the movie. It's only like 2 minutes long. So I mean, they do cut a lot of that out. I wish they just left it in. There's probably gonna be a lot of deleted scenes, or maybe like what they did just didn't end up looking good, and that's why. But yeah. And they leave you on a lot of cliffhangers, and like there is missing characters like at the end of the movie. Like they don't say anything about what happened to them, like Drift and the Dinobots. Like you don't know where they went. Like in the end of the movie, you don't see them, but they didn't die because I saw Drift at the very end of the battle. But then when they were all talking, he disappeared. Then the Dinobots never showed to the final battle for some reason because they're too overpowered. But yeah, that sucked. I would have really liked to see a full-on battle between Bumblebee and Barricade. It would have been really nice. There aren't that... Well, there are more transformations than in Age of Extinction, but not as many, and they're not overly dramatic, but I kind of wish they were. Like, some of them, yeah, they can be fast and, like, hidden, but, like, I wish, like, sometimes they'll go, like, slow and dramatic. Like, Optimus Prime, like, in all the movies, he's had, like, a really slow and dramatic transformation. And this one, he didn't really have one. Unless I missed it, because I can't really find that scene. I don't really remember. It's, like, at the end of the movie, Optimus Prime emerges from the rubble. And I think he transforms, but I'm not sure. Bumblebee from the World War II looks pretty cool. It's kind of cool how, like, he's always been there. Bumblebee, like, being able to, like, attach and stuff, that was pretty neat. But now I'm gonna get to, like, the parts, like, that were my favorite in the movie. Like, that one part where, like, Megatron was like, "We were brothers once." And then Optimus Prime said, "Once." Sorry I have to keep on pausing. But someone keeps talking to me, so I have to pause. And the final battle was pretty cool. Hound gets a lot of action with Megatron. Bumblebee was really cool. Like in this part right here where he like climbs on Megatron's back. Gets some action. Quintessa was cool, and that little hint at Unicron. Megatron here. To get him, then Optimus slices his like thing off. Like his little arm cannon off. And right here, he goes, "We were brothers once." And Optimus Prime goes, "Once," and then like kicks him into like whatever. And I found it pretty cool when Optimus, or no, all the knights turned into the dragon. That was pretty cool. Oh, on this part here, oops, where he starts attacking Infernicus, I think, or Infernicon, or whatever. No, those are the Infernicons. "Don't you remember who I am? I'm Optimus Prime." And then they all start going at him. Then he goes, whoosh, all their heads. Yeah, that part was pretty sick. And Bumblebee's watching. Although, that Infernicus versus Grimlock would have been pretty cool if they would have done that. I have to admit. And, so yeah, I really liked the movie. My final impression, I give it 5 stars out of 5 stars. And, I mean, yeah, while there are some problems, like, overall, it's still a really good movie. Oh, the mini Dinobots, yeah, those were pretty cool, and, like, how Cade Yeager was like, "Oh, you're starting to learn to breathe fire," and blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's nice, except, where were they during the end? Oh, Squeaks was a pretty interesting character. What else did I not mention? Oh, Hot Rod. I think that's the only thing I don't really like is Hot Rod. Not that Hot Rod is here and that he's a Lamborghini. I think that's pretty fine. Except like probably should have been like the opposite. Like a red Lamborghini with like the yellow underbottom or gray underbottom, whatever. Well, have his face gray, the Lamborghini red, and the underside of the Lamborghini like right there, right next to this thingy where I'm circling around to be like yellow. And then there you go. And then the way he talks, like I don't, that was nasty. I don't like the way he talked. Cogman, yeah, Cogman was like pretty overpowered for his size. I think should have been a little bit weaker. I have to admit that. Oh, and I really like how they copied Transformers Prime with like making Unicron the Earth and like Primus' Cybertron. Barricade's design was pretty cool too. I really like his new design. A little bit better than the old one. Maybe like they should have kept his old face. Maybe like they made him look a lot more like Bumblebee. But since they're rivals, that makes good sense. Makes it better. Makes more sense how Quintessa like made Optimus, go evil. Michael Bay's last Transformers film, as of now, could be another lie. Could not. Yeah. So next is gonna be the Bumblebee solo film. That's what I've heard at least. And I'll see you guys tomorrow because, oh man, I was gonna say something but then I forgot. Oh well. Well, on that note, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay super and goodbye.